So we're now going to get our founders on board and on stage. I would like to introduce you to our founders, which is Nikolaus Pelinka, Lorenz Edmeier, Maximilian Nimmervoll, and Rudi Kopzer. Please come on stage. Do not shy away, there is one more missing. Maximilian Nimmervoll, please come on stage as well.
Okay.
I think we can just get a little bit of an introduction.
Maxi is with us at the moment. So.
Yeah, he will just arrive shortly. I think so. For the three of us, how do you like it so far? What is your impression? Some thoughts, please share it with us.
Thank you all very much for joining Darwin's Circle today. It's the third time now, and as many of you know, it's the first time in Polyferstel. So we got bigger, we grew up a little bit because a little bit more space gives a little bit more room for people to join us. And as we see today, it's necessary to have a lot of space. We found Darwin's Circle 3 years ago with a vision to do something for Austrian and European economy, to discuss big changes in our society, in our economy, and to see the potential more than the threats. We said we bring together the biggest minds and the biggest ideas which we can find in the world. We bring them to Vienna and we simply learn from them to see how we can use it as a chance and as a possibility for our country and for our economy. And this does not work without partners. So Darwin's Circle was from the beginning a project not found by only a few, but it was a partnership from economy for economy. So we have strong partners, which I really want to thank for. I will not mention them all, but it's ORF, it's Magenta, it's Capsch, it's Wirecard, which we just saw. It's amazing what those guys are doing in payments technologies. So we found a lot of partners which are really strong and help us to do this project. Whoever I forgot, I'm not. There's a long list of partners which we have, and you can all see them. And I really want to stress that this is not a normal sponsorship. Those partners help us that this project can work, but they also give us the input to develop this platform, and they are always very close to us in discussing what topics we want to cover next. We really want to continue this journey with you, with all of you, and we have a vision for next year, which I think Rudi will show us now. We did not talk about this sketch because it was improvised. You didn't found it in the program. But we have a plan for next year, and we even have a bigger vision which we want to share with you after this. But maybe you can first give us a short view of what we have, Rudi.
Yeah. So thank you. Hello, everyone. It's amazing to see how things develop. Yeah. And in summer we talked a lot about creative things, and there was the sentence, "We are born to create." Yeah. And it's about curiosity. So if I watch you, and if you watch the people here on stage, and I see what's going on, it's amazing how from people getting together, having ideas, are willing and curious to shape the future in whatever area it is, create things. And this is what is still, after a lot of business lives in my life, one of the greatest things and biggest honors for me, to be connected with great people, great minds, and see people developing and learning. So thank you for all being here. I'm happy to have such great partners. Maxi is missing. I'm also very happy to have Katrin here, who is leading us through the conference the whole day. You're not just only making the gender ratio much better and much brighter than ever before. We are also very happy that you found a way from Airbnb, international, global, where you were responsible for change, back to your home country, Austria, and to have you in the team. And yeah, we are just 2 seconds on stage. She's the one behind the whole program the whole year. As Nico was mentioning, it's Lorenz, it's Maxi, it's Katrin, it's me. So what we are trying, we're born to create, we try to develop the idea of a positive attitude, of a positive platform further. So you have discovered Darwin's Circle now the third time in a row, always in September. Never change a winning team. This is what we will also do next year. So next year, please put it in your diaries. We have scheduled already 17th of September 2020 to take place here in this location, in this wonderful place. And this will be our main event. But as we say, we want to develop further. And as we have learned and we want to adapt, we have started 2 specialized platforms. As you know, today we are covering all areas from e-commerce to ethic discussions, to global discussions, to technique. So we have 2 segments, 2 specialists, brands, which is Darwin and Marie, which we started this year in January. We will do this next year in February, together with all female leaders in Austria. And this will be a specialized conference about female leadership, which should be normal and still isn't in the industry. And we have 100 years Frauen und Technik in the TU. Look at the stage. So I think there's improvement for that. And the premiere this year was a huge success. So this will take place in February. And yeah, Vienna, with all the history of health and healthcare, and on the other side, the technology changes going on in healthcare. We partnered with the MedUni, who are willing to build a center of precision medicine, which is very disruptive in Vienna in the next years. And that's why we partnered with them to have a special healthcare circle, and this will take place in May 2020. So we would be very happy if you put it in your diaries and if you follow the brand and the experiences next year. And in the meantime, Max is here, and welcome.
Welcome on stage.
And yeah, and the second thing, not to talk too long, and we don't want to tell you too much about it because it's a secret so far, but we want to share a vision with you because we believe that building a platform like Darwin's Circle is more than just doing conferences and bringing together the people who are really willing to go to a conference, which are always people who are open-minded, who are interested, and who are innovative already, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. But we have an idea, and we believe that the topics Darwin's Circle covers and the big debates we are doing have to reach more people. And we believe that there has to be a certain kind of responsibility which we want to take with this project, Darwin's Circle. And this is the idea of Darwin's Voice. Darwin's Voice is a project which we launch at the beginning of next year. We want to use the platform we build now to become some kind of positive change agent for digitization in Europe, not only in Austria. We want to use the content we create. We want to use the network we now created, and especially we want to use the visions we share with you to give digitization a positive drive, not only at conferences, but on all digital channels which we can find and all other ways we can find to reach people. So this is a vision we want to share with you now, which is not as concrete as you might want to know it, but we're still working on it. But we want to use the year 2020 to start a big positive project to foster innovation and to drive digitization in all over Europe. And we'll let you know all the details as soon we've figured them out in detail. So that's it, I think, huh? Thank you very much and enjoy the day.
Thank you. I will stay on stage and I will welcome our next panelists. Nico, you said something? Pardon? Give me a second. So this was basically, we used that gap in the program because Feder Holz, who is basically printed in the program and who committed to speak here today, is unfortunately sick, so he could not attend So we had this small gap, and we used it to do the announcement and to also introduce you to the faces of the founders and to give you some insights of the roadmap that's coming ahead in 2020.